Hello and welcome, you guys, to Coffee and Cards with me, Danny Garola, Stampin' the Pink Barn. I'm going to teach you guys a really great way of using up your scraps that you may have in your pattern paper packs. It just gives you a fun way and a kind of a fulfilling kind of I guess feeling that you know that you are utilizing your paper to the max and getting a really cute card out of it as well. So let me see. I want to get myself brought up here so I can, oops, shoot. So I can make sure I am seeing what you're seeing. So today you might see that my camera is flipped a little bit different here, and it's kind of messing with me because I'm not used to my camera being, it's kind of a different, I've moved the camera to the other side, so it is really throwing me off because I'm used to looking like right here and seeing the camera, and now I have to look over here. So see, if I look over there at the end of my phone, it looks like I'm looking right at you, right? But it's goofy because I can't see myself. So, hello Hilda. So it's kind of messing with me today, but we'll make do. The reason why I switched my camera this way is because I think it's gonna look at my desk a little bit better when we get you guys flipped around. It's gonna show a bigger, wider view of the card that I'm working on, and hopefully the whole desk, because I know sometimes it looks a little too far away and you can't quite see exactly what I'm doing. So all that kind of stuff. So that's why if you see it look a little different today, that's why. I'm going to try to start doing it this way and hope that I can not make myself feel wonky dizzy. So today, Mom has her first physical therapy appointment today. So as soon as we are done with this video, we need to head out the door, and she's going to go have physical therapy on that knee. A lot of you guys know that she had a knee replacement the middle of not last week, but the week before. I think it was on the 13th, I believe, is when she had it done. So today's her first physical therapy, and then tomorrow we go in and she has the stitches removed. So yay her. Also, because we have so much running around to do, I didn't feel like doing my hair today. So I was very lazy because we are now in the dead of summer here in Tucson, Arizona. And today it is supposed to be 104 degrees. So having my hair down on my neck just doesn't sound fun today. I don't want to be gross and sweaty. I have places to go and people to see. So you know what? They're just going to get it like this. It's either I put my hair up or I go get it cut off. And I just can't see myself with not long hair. So just the way it's going to be. Okay, so I know a lot of you guys took advantage yesterday of that amazing free shipping that Stampin' Up offered to everyone. That was amazing. And congratulations on all your guys' orders. That's so fun. But we still have a few promotions that are still going. So if you weren't able to do the free shipping yesterday, then I still want you to know. So when I get you guys flip around, I'm going to let you know still the promotions that are going on through the end of this month. So you don't miss out on those. So hold tight. Let me get you guys flipped around so we can get into this adorable card. Make sure, if you don't already, that you have your wonderful cup of coffee or tea. I know those of you who are on the more East Coast, it's later in the day and you may not be wanting to have a cup of coffee unless you drink decaf. Or maybe you want tea, or maybe it's margarita time. You know, no judgment here. Okay, hold tight. forgot that my hand doesn't cover the camera now because of where it's orientated. So you guys got to see my desert dwelling shirt. It's a cute little shirt that my mom got me. It says Desert Dweller, and it's a little Wrangler t-shirt that she found for me, and it's kind of a pinky color, so of course she knew I had to have it. Let me see if I can angle this just a bit to make this camera a little bit straighter here so we don't look like we're all loopy and wonky. Okay, we're gonna call that good. I think that'll work. Well, now I really did it. Oh, geez. Okay, there we go. Hello, Dawn. Okay, I think that's gonna work. I'm gonna leave it alone and not touch it so I don't make anybody sick because that's not fun. Okay, those of you who have a Facebook page, you guys know that you can always watch me. I have a free class every Monday over on Facebook at 6 p.m. I have those scheduled over there in my events page. So if you go to Stampin' the Pink Barn over on Facebook, you can go to my events and you can see the upcoming classes that I have there. This week we did the Circle Sayings, and I offer that class up to you guys as a kit as well. If you go into my store and you spend $35 in product, that's before shipping and tax, you will get it comes kind of like this with your envelope in there. So you'll get enough cardstock and supplies to make 3 cards, the 3 cards that I have featured on that Monday. So it's every week I do that promotion for you guys. The only thing you guys have to make sure you do in order to get that as your free kit, you need to make sure that you put in my host code for the month. And that will ensure that you're going to get that kit free to you in the mail. And so each week I feature a different stamp set. So if you're kind of watching and waiting, or if you're like, oh my gosh, I have that set and I would love to make the 3 cards that she made, but you don't have all the stuff that is included, I make sure I give it to you. The only thing that I do not include is I don't include any of the dies, stamps, or any of the bling. I will include ribbon. I will include all the cardstock. If there is any die cut images, I give those to you unless it is a stamp and die cut and it features that set. You're gonna have to have that set or that bundle, or use whatever you have that you think would be cute on that card, because I'm gonna give you the scraps to be able to stamp and die cut on. If you want to see any of my current kits, you can go over to my blog, stampinthepinkbarn.com, and go to the kits tab, and you can see the kit that is current for the week and for the month. My June kit is already done with registration, but I do have the PDF on there. And the June kit was featuring the Countryside Inn. This is for these 4 cards. So right now, since the registration is closed to get the cardstock and everything, you can still purchase the PDF over there. There's a button that you click and it takes you right to my email, where all you have to do is email me your email and your name so I can send you the PDF. Okay, let's get down to some things. So yesterday, or last night, we did mystery stamping. You guys are going to want to check that out. It is where we all sit down and we make a card together. This is a monthly class that I do for you guys. There are gifts involved in this, so all you have to do is create the same layout of card that I made. You can watch the replay here on YouTube or over on Facebook, and create the card. Make sure you're a part of my Pink Barn Stampers group. Look for the card that I've created and simply snap a picture of your card that you've completed using my layout, and that is what gets you entered into the giveaway. So we have our paper pumpkin. This is going to be July's paper pumpkin. So this runs through July 10th is when you can subscribe to this. This is going to be fun in the sun. This is going to, if you love fun fold cards, this is going to be the kit for you. They have included some fun folds, which are going to be the accordion folds in this kit. This is a summer theme. It's going to be for your friends and loved ones to uplift them with some cards of support and courage, some hellos and more. This is going to give you 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs and 9 coordinating envelopes. It has an all-exclusive, all occasions stamp set of support and encouragement, pearlescence back sequences, summertime ephemera pack, pre-cut die cuts, and 1 Daffodil Delight Stampin' Spot. So it gives you that ink in there as well. So this is really fun. This is a great way to have a monthly subscription come right to your door, and you can craft at any time. Now just know that every last Thursday of the month, I preview that month's paper pumpkin, and I do the alternatives for that. So you can always join me then. That is created over in the events of my Facebook page, since those are done over live on Facebook. Right now, if you missed that sale for the, or not sale, but if you missed that free shipping yesterday, don't fret. You can still grab the designer series paper for 15% off. This runs through the end of June. Now this is on our designer series paper. So it is that pattern paper that is absolutely stunning. So be sure, if there is any of that paper that you've been looking at, grab it now while you can for that sale price. You can print this PDF off from my blog. You can go over to my blog, hit promotions, scroll down and find the designer series paper sale, and you will be able to print this off so you can see the reflected prices of that. Hello, Melanie. Did Katie Cat have a good time at the park? You know, I'm going to say that she probably did, Melanie, but I don't think we would go take her there again. It wasn't what I was quite expecting. I was thinking that it was somewhere where she could like they would have like kiddie pools where she could kind of sit down. It was all running around. It was kind of a splash park, I guess you would say, like a splash pad. So you couldn't sit down. There was just a bunch of slides, lots of things to climb on, which you guys all know she can't do any climbing. So her dad pretty much had to carry her up anything. And so that takes a toll on his body because, let's be honest, we're all aging here. So, yeah, I just don't think it was, I mean, I'm pretty sure she probably did have some fun, but I wouldn't take her there again. Let's just put it that way. How is your vehicle doing, Miss Melanie? Oh my gosh, you have been on my mind ever since Monday when you told me that. I've been like, oh my Lord, I hope all is well and it is not a crazy, crazy expensive fix for you guys. Yes, Dad was carrying her and so was her brother. He went down a slide with her. Dad went down a couple slides with her. They were having a good time. And actually, once she came back and sat with me and I got her dried off and got her warmed up because the water was kind of chilly, even though it was a really warm day, they went and they enjoyed the slides. So it was worth it for them. Oh, good. It's back and running well. Oh, hallelujah. Woo. Yeah, oh, my heart was going out. Especially since you guys aren't even home and you're kind of elsewhere. So, all right, you guys, let's get into today's card. Now, I'm calling this your pattern paper scrap card. So this is going to get you to use up those scraps so you don't have to feel guilty for buying more designer series paper, which, I mean, you can't resist right now because it's on sale. So this piece here, this is using our new in color. This is the Pebbled Path. Beautiful color. It is a gray tint, but it has a hue of brown to it. As you can see kind of with the background of my desk here, it's a little on the brown side. This is 8.5 by 5.5, and I'm folding it in half and going to burnish it to make my card base here. I have a piece that is going to go on the inside of this that is the basic white. This is 4 by 5.25. That's just going to slide inside of there so I can stamp or do whatever in the inside to make the inside pretty. My next piece is also another piece of the 4 by 5.25 basic white. This is going to go on the front of our card. Now, I'm deciding whether or not, we'll look as soon as we get into this, whether or not we want to run this through an embossing folder. So I've grabbed 2 of my embossing folders to see kind of what I want to do with this. But let's get the main focal point on this card done first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my 2 3/8 inch circle punch. And in order to have a layer to that circle, I have grabbed my Stylish Shapes dies. Now you can use any of your circle dies, punches, whatever that is going to work for this. But I am grabbing the largest Stylish Shapes circle and a scrap of that pebbled path. And I just simply cut that out of there. And that is going to be the background layer for my white piece. So I'm just going to grab a piece of white and stamp or punch out that 2 3/4 of an eighth. So that's going to be my background layer. Now I probably could have went a little bit smaller with that, but you know what? You know what? Maybe I'm going to. So I'm going to change my mind because I can. I'm going to actually take this down a notch. Yeah, I'm going to go die cut this out of this circle again, but I'm going to go to the second one down because I just think that's a little bit too big for what I was trying to do. I got a little overzealous there. Okay, so I think this is going to be better. So there we go. I'm using the second to largest of that. Oh yeah, that's going to be much better. That'll be just a little thin layer behind that. And then see, you can even use this for something else later down the road. So I'm just going to go ahead and slide that right into my little pack there. So I have that for another time. So I am going to be using my 2023-2025 in color designer series paper. Now this paper has all those beautiful 5 colors. You've got the copper clay, the wild wheat, the boho blue, moody mauve, and that pebbled path in all these different patterns. So you get 4 different patterns of this because each side of your paper has a different pattern. So this is those little tick marks with the little heart pattern on the back side. This is in every color. And then you've got stripes and circles on each one of those colors. So all these little scraps that I have in here, I'm going to utilize those. Or you can just take, if you want to make this card and you don't have a bunch of scraps, just take out your paper and just cut down in little strips. You're going to want strips of different sizes, just like that. So you're going to want to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 when you're done. You're going to want 9 little strips. I mean, you could do as little or as a lot as you want. You do it however many you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my strip and decide I might use this side and I might use this side just to give a little bit of different texture. So I'm going to grab the little bigger piece here so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to take my snips and I'm going to just make a little slit down the center, and then I'm going to go from one corner to the center of that slit, and I'm just going to flag each one of my little strips that I have. So length doesn't really matter at this point. Just make sure it is at least like an inch, inch and a half long to begin with. You might want to cut them down once we get adding them. So that's what you're gonna do is you're just gonna cut up a bunch of strips. So I have already done this so I don't sit here and you guys have to watch me cut all these different little strips. So see how I said that just whatever sizes of these that you have. So see, some are wider, some are narrower. I'm just gonna make sure that I at least have, well, I don't have 2 of every color, but that's okay. So then what we're going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm gonna stamp a sentiment in the inside of it. I think I'm going to use, I was thinking of either using this big kind of chunky, I like the font of this thank you, or I was gonna use the Handmade Hugs, which is my upcoming class on Monday. This is the class that I'm going to be using, or the stamp set that I'm going to be using. But I like these big words in here. I like Today We Celebrate You. I think I'm gonna use that just because I think it goes really well in this circle. If you have the circle sayings, that would work well as also. Okay, so I'm just gonna take that using the Pebbled Path since that is my background color. Just stamp that in there. Okay, like that. Okay, that is going to simply get glued to our background layer. Hello, Linda. Okay, just a little tiny border of that color. Now, this is where I was going to decide whether or not I wanted to emboss this. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to take these little flagged bits here and just start adding them to our card here. Let's see, I'm gonna do that. Let's take this one here. And so I'm trying to make sure that I flip them over so I'm getting to see each side of that paper. So here I'm showing the hearts in that wild wheat and then the little tick marks in that. Now, if you flip these over, or that one's not it, but wherever that other yellow went that I just had, there's going to be circles and stripes. So just whatever pieces you have, you don't have to make them match or whatever. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to cut these down a bit because I think I just went a little crazy on length. It's going to make the back of my card a little too bulky if I leave the length on there like that. So like I said, you're just going to want to come up and slip the center of that and then go from each corner like this to make that little flagged look there. Okay, so I'm going to take these, and what I'm going to do is I am going to, well, I was looking for the snail, but my snail, I ruined it the other day. I had my snail adhesive, and for some reason I went to clean it off, the gummy part, and wound up pulling it. Well, it frayed the whole thing and I had to toss it. So yeah, that is gonna have to be on my next order to order some more snail because I do love having that handy. But I ruined mine, so I don't have it to use right now, and I don't know where my mom's is. It's probably sitting around here somewhere, probably right in front of my face. But you know what? Tear and tape is gonna work. Just like that. Now I'm going to look and get my sentiment somewhat straight. It doesn't really matter because these are all going to be kind of wonky. I'm going to lay this going that way, lay this one going this way, and then kind of just eyeball that. Oh, see, I did get a little, but that's okay. I'm not going to fret about that. Let's move some of these over here. So you just take these and kind of start popping them on here how you want them. Some are going to be longer than others, and that's good. Let's take, we've got gray, we've got another yellow over here. So you're going to want 4 on top and 4 on the bottom of the different colors. So I kind of try to go across from one another. So if I do my, what is that, the copper clay, I'm going to try to come over here and put the other one. Whoops, I don't have enough adhesive right there. So what was that side? We're going to go this one here. Okay, like that. Now they don't have to be completely symmetrical here. We're not going off of that. So I'm going to put the blue right in the center down here. Kind of wonky like that. Okay, we're going to take that yellow, put it right there, and then I need my gray piece. Now we're going to make that one a little bit longer. Whoops, I need a little bit more adhesive on there. So just take my glue and put that right there, sticking out. Okay, and then what do we need? We need up here the blue, but that's gonna go right like that. And then that one. Okay, that one I'm gonna leave sticking out just a bit more too. Okay, so you're gonna have kind of this really cool little starbursty looking thing. Now, when you do look, you're gonna wanna make sure that this is going to fit over your card, especially if you're gonna put this in an envelope. That's why this piece is a skosh smaller than your card base. So if you look and these hang over just a bit, you want to probably take it and kind of smush it in a little bit further to make it where it doesn't hang over too far. I mean, it's not a huge drastic, but you kind of just want to be mindful of that. So there we go. That'll work. And then maybe push this little wild wheat one in just a skosh further. Just like that. Okay, that'll work. All right. So this is where I was going to take this, and I think I'm going to use, this is one of those 3D basics. This is part of our online exclusives. Ordering, so you will not find that in any one of our catalogs. You're going to only find that online. And the way these 3D embossing folders are, you get 3 different patterns in this online exclusive pack. So you're going to get this, you're going to get one that has like little, I can't even think of what they are, like little tick marks on it. And then another one has like little asterisks. So I think that's gonna look good like that. Okay, so there's our crazy little starbursty looking thing. Kind of fun, kind of wild. That's what I kind of really like about it. We are going to take this and kind of really glue it up, since we've got a lot of little high and low parts that we really want to make sure this adheres to our card base. Okay, like that. So make sure we push on all of those points. Oh, I got glue here. All right, now we are going to take our dimensionals and place these on here, because now we're going to pop this up. Give it some even more dimension. Okay, and you can put it directly in the center. You can move it over to the side a bit. You know, you put it where you think it looks best. I'm going to kind of angle it off to the side since I'm not hanging over on any of those. Like that. We will add a, let's see. I was going to say we can add a sentiment to the inside of that, but I'm not going to mess with it at the moment. We're going to put a few little blings on the front of this. Now, since we used all these colors, we can actually put different little colored embellishments on here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a wild wheat, and I'm going to put that right there. Take a little small copper clay, put it right there. And then let's take a boho blue and add it, oops, right there. And then let's take, we've got one little lonely pebbled, and then what are we missing? What did I not use? Oh, I didn't use the Moody Mauve. Let's grab a big one of those and add it right up over. You know what? I think I like it down here by this one. Let's go right there. There we go. There we go. Then that gives us an odd number of those since there's 5 new in colors and we've used all 5 of those on here. But then it just kind of adds just quite a bit of a pop to that card and really makes it kind of blingy. Now you could definitely put some little glitter papered if you've got some of your what's it called, the gold foil, or if you've got some of that new more dazzle paper, just to make this even more kind of shimmery. You can add a couple pieces of those in here to give it that extra pop. Yes, it looks like a wild sunburst, absolutely. I just like the fact that it gets that paper used up, and then I don't have to feel like I'm wasting so much of my scraps, because I could still even use these and cut those down and maybe not do such a crazy little banner. I could maybe just come in here and, I mean, that's really utilizing your paper, but you know, you could make quite a few of these cards. So like that, make it a not so deep banner, and you could put those in there and those would still work. So you've got you could make 2 cards out of just the length of that one scrap. So there we go. That is the outside of our card. I think I'm just going to put one little strip on this piece here, and I'm not going to put a sentiment in here because depending on who I decide to give this card to or how I use it, do I have an extra little scrap over here? Nope, I don't think I have one that is quite long enough. So I'm going to just make myself another little scrap, but I'm going to use the pebbled because that was my main color. So I'm going to cut this at 1/2 inch. And just put this right along the bottom here. Just like that. Cut off this extra bit here. And on this side. I also was thinking when I looked at this card is that it would be great for a, you know, congratulations card, because it's so, like you said, it's that sunburst. So it's that really wild pop that would be neat that you could put a congratulations or a yay, you did it kind of thing in here, because it's just kind of fun and wonky. And so there is the inside, there is the outside. I hope you guys have fun with this. Go have fun creating this card. I would love to see your photos over on Pink Barn Stampers group. I love it when you guys share your ideas with us over there, whether it be a card that I've created or one that you've come up on your own. I love to see your creations. It's how I get my inspiration as well, is by seeing the cards that you guys create, because God only knows my brain doesn't work all that well to keep up with all the latest and greatest ideas for cards. I really need help. So there you guys go. Have a wonderful day. We've got to run out the door. I've got to go take Mom to her physical therapy today. So I will see you guys back Monday over on Facebook for featuring the handmade hugs set. The cards are beautiful. You can see a preview of those cards over on Facebook in my events. All right, you guys, take care of yourselves. Thanks for coming in here and visiting me and saying hi and letting me know that you enjoyed this card. All right, you guys, take care. Bye-bye.